to start with you for an opening statement. Can you hear me now? Okay. I want to thank the Westchester Tea Party for hosting this forum tonight. My name is Mark Welch. My wife Karen and I have been residents of Westchester for over 20 years. I'd like to thank Karen. She's with me here tonight for being here and supporting me. A little bit about me. I received a congressional appointment to the United States Naval Academy, and I was also the recipient of an Army ROTC and Navy ROTC scholarship, neither of which I used. I simply share this to illustrate that my passion for serving the country and the community I live in has been a part of my moral fiber for a long time. Why am I interested in seeking office? I ended up graduating from the University of Cincinnati with a degree in chemical engineering. And after spending 20 years in corporate America, my wife and I, 12 years ago, decided to open a small business. That business is Bejan Salon and Spa. As a small business owner, I'm keenly aware of the challenges and adversities that small businesses face to open up, and once open, to remain open. Further, it bothers me that most of the complexities of doing business today have been foisted upon us by our government in the form of unnecessary regulation and burdensome taxes. My interest in seeking office is to help businesses to be more successful by creating an easier regulatory environment while lowering the cost of governing. The benefits to the residents of Westchester will be a thriving economy, lower taxes, and a higher quality of life. I believe strongly in the Tea Party principles of smaller government, fiscal responsibility, and free markets. After declaring my candidacy a couple months ago, I started familiarizing myself with the responsibilities of a trustee. I also researched Westchester's most challenging future issues, and I studied the other candidates. It became obvious to me over this period of time that there was only one other candidate who felt the same way that I did about our Tea Party principles. Not only does he feel the same way, but he has a track record of fighting governments, reducing regulation, reducing the cost and size of government, and promoting free markets. That candidate is George Lyon. Because George and I are so aligned from an ideological perspective on what government should be, I have decided to withdraw my candidacy for trustee and support George's campaign. I believe this decision is in the best interest of my fellow Tea Partiers and the people of Westchester Township, given the positions of the other candidates. 2 years from now, you'll know me better. And I hope I can be here knowing that you'll all be friends of Mark Welch and your candidate of choice. Thank you.
All right, breaking news as we get started. George,
thank you, Chris. Thank the Tea Party and thank Mark Welch. That's a very brave and courageous thing that I think he's done, and great political risk to himself. The Tea Party has three principles they stand on. How do I stand on those principles? How do I stack up? You elected me to do a job 8 years ago. Let's briefly look at my record. Smaller government. I have succeeded in making government smaller. 2 restructures in the last 5 years have dissolved multiple full-time positions and reduced payroll costs by almost $500,000. Westchester has fewer employees today and a lower total payroll cost than we had 8 years ago when you first elected me. We have a performance-based compensation plan for our non-union employees. I have led the way in outsourcing government services. We currently outsource multiple services, and I've been working hard to outsource more to reduce government. Second principle, fiscal responsibility. Under my watch, the township's carryover funds, carryover is synonymous with retained earnings in the corporate world. For those of you that aren't familiar with the terminology used by government, our carryover funds have grown from $7.1 million to over $32 million in our general fund, our police fund, and our fire fund, all by reducing government. Our bond rating has increased to the highest bond rating of any government in the state of Ohio. What does that mean to you? We're saving hundreds of thousands of dollars every year in our township. The third principle of the Tea Party, free markets. I have worked hard to create an environment where businesses can flourish and prosper. Under my watch, Westchester has added over 25,000 jobs, while in the same period of time the state of Ohio has lost over 600,000 jobs. Businesses are in business for one reason: to make the maximum amount of money that the market, not the government, but the market will allow. I applaud large and small businesses. In recent years, that has led Westchester to realizing over $2.2 billion in new investment, over 24 million square feet of new construction, and over 50,000 jobs. We now have over 3,000 businesses that call Westchester home. We are the envy of the rest of the state. Do Tea Party principles work? You bet they do.
Thank you. 2 minutes to you, Tony.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank everybody for being here tonight. Sorry, George, but I don't intend to quit. So I'm going to quit. Like I say, my name is Tony Clement. I'm running for Westchester Township Trustee. I've been an active member of the community for 15 years. We've raised 4 kids in this community. I'm running because I believe I can best lead Westchester Township in the next 4 years. There's more information, my biography is in the program, so you can look at it there. The 2 things I want to leave you with, by way of introduction, is that I'm an engineer. I'm not a lobbyist. I'm a problem-solving engineer. I'm familiar with the basic technical aspects of engineering, civil and infrastructure design. I'm experienced at managing projects. I'm experienced at managing offices. I've run a profit and loss center for both small businesses right here in Westchester Township and for large organizations. So from an experience and expertise background, I think I have the skills to lead the community. I want to ensure that Westchester continues to be a great place to live and work. And I'm seeking this office to benefit the community. I'm not in this race for personal financial gain. I will not use this office to leverage my side business and make a lot of money. I want to make sure everybody understands that. I think over the next few years, Westchester is facing a lot of challenges. We're in a pretty good financial situation, but also in the next few years, there's going to be less money flowing to the Westchester Township from the state. We have to make adjustments for that. The 2 biggest things that the township provides are public safety and maintaining the infrastructure. From an infrastructure standpoint, that's what I've been doing for the last 30 years. I think I have a lot of expertise to provide to the township, and between my technical experience and my financial management, project management experience, I think I can do a good job. So, in summary, I understand the issues facing Westchester. I thank you for your support. We have a sign-up sheet outside if you want to sign up in the support campaign. We're running a very low-budget, grassroots, fiscally responsible campaign, so we're always looking for some volunteers. Thank you.
Last is Bill. 2 minutes.
Certainly an interesting start. My name is Bill Zirkle, and I would also like to start out by thanking the Tea Party press for inviting us to be here to engage the citizenry. I would also like to make a point of thanking, I believe the name is Kathy Vinety. Kathy is the woman that has to hold up the cards to tell us to stop talking. I'd also like...
She gave you a couple seconds after that.
I'd also, of course, like to thank my wife for her emotional support being here tonight. I love my wife for 32 years. I love my 4 dogs. I love Westchester. I've lived here for 26 years. I have an MPA, a Master's in Public Administration. I have a Bachelor's in Political Science. I've spent 26 years in the public sector. I've devoted my life to good government. The reason I'm running for trustee is because I think we need some fresh leadership. Allow me to give you an example. Westchester needs to be a city. I know that causes a lot of groans. The reason I say that is because each and every day we're losing $50,000. Each and every year we're losing $20 million. That's a discussion we need to have, and that's the discussion that's going to take place over the next 30 days. We can lower our homeowners' property taxes by $800 a year and eliminate the police and fire levies. It's a fact. That's what we need to talk about. That's the most important discussion in this election. We also need to have more openness and transparency. We need to stop the spin. So that's what I'd like to see us talk about. Thank you.